Thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence now to throw after that last run. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Etienne on the toss right. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later, because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Patterson's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
On third and goal, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Herb Smith Jr., a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond, as you just noted.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally, a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Inside handoff here to Ricard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
7-7, our score after one. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Ronald Jones, 33 yards.
And the Jags have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st and 10, Herbert buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Up the middle with Eckler.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Back to throw here, Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's 2nd and a yard. On the give, this is their fullback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Another carry for the fullback, Ricard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Locates Claypool on the crossing route. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Jamison Williams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point try now for Patterson. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 51 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Herbert. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
On first down, Lawrence able to hit his target, Claypool. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Johnson to return it. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and through. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before missed the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game. I
think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert now. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Eckler now between the tackles. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence, throw left side, taken in by Claypool. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. Chase Claypool, 76 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A handoff. It's Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Buried behind the line by Shaquille Griffin on the corner blitz.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Brought down at the 20.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
DeMarcus Walker there on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 43-yard line. 111 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. It's Eckler again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw brought in by Watson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
63 yards rushing for him now to this point. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Patrick Ricard. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 8. Herbert off of play action. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. ETN up the middle, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lawrence. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Lawrence. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
4 yards the pickup, first down. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead, fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. This to make it a 2-score game. Patterson's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Going deep here for Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout. And they come up, puts it on the carpet, it's out, and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Inside handoff here to Ricard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return, Johnson. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. Throwing, Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence,
that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe one of... And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for two here. Herbert to throw. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy think they with me. Yeah, crazy think they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street before I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned the mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the hire me, show me how to run it up, I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man, we do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling drugs, I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, God so you gon' see. I do not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with his past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give a but think of us. Duck, jab, hook, send it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see.